Aloha. I was just having a conversation with one of my coaching clients, and here's what he said. He said, Russ, I can't stand working with patients who don't get what I do. They don't want what I offer. They don't happily stay, pay, and refer for a lifetime. They're not my ideal patients. They're not the exact perfect kinds of people that I love to work with. How do I fill my practice with my ideal, perfect patients, get what I do, want what I offer, happily stay, pay, and refer for a lifetime? It's a great question. By the way, I'm Dr. Russ Rosen. I help natural healthcare providers like you thrive in a care versus scare, true optimal health model where we help people get healthy and stay healthy, resolve health issues versus just getting them out of pain or reducing their symptoms while they rot to death on the inside. Okay, so there are three things that we need to do. Three things that we need to do. Number one, if we want to fill our practice with the ideal or perfect patients, number one is clarify who your perfect patients are. What are your niche markets or your niche markets? Well, can you have more than one? Could I say I love working with athletes and I love working with pregnant women? Yes, you can have as many as you want as long as your marketing is specifically targeted to each one of those, right? There wouldn't be a great marketing campaign that would bring in pregnant women and athletes unless you were looking for pregnant athletes, right? Now I get it. Chiropractors say all the time if they have a spine and they're still breathing, I can help them. I understand that. But if you know anything about marketing, going to your favorite pub and standing on the bar and saying, I help people get healthy and stay healthy really doesn't work well. So if we need to target who we're working with. Step one is figuring out who they are. Now, all we have to do there is look at these three things. One, who do I love to work with? Two, what am I really great at doing? And three, is there a need in my area? So you might say, I love working with downhill skiers. I'm really good at helping downhill skiers. And I love working with it. I'm great at knee injuries and hip injuries and low back injuries and helping them get healthy and helping them resolve their issues and helping them continue to be able to ski for the next several decades. That's what I do. I'm really, really good at that. But as in my case, when I was on Maui, I can't wait to get back home to Maui. But when I was on Maui, there aren't a whole lot of downhill skiers there. So the three things I need to do is number one, what do I love to do? What am I great at doing? And then is there a need in my area? Now, a lot of people will say to me, I want to do brain-based work. I love working in that area. I'm just not an expert at that yet. Then become an expert. Do what you have to do. Okay. And again, we can then work with their whole friends and families. So you can bring them. I've coached several doctors that say, one doctor said, I work with knee issues and I work with decompression. So we did knee issues and decompression, and that was it. And if you had a friend or family member that didn't have that going on, he didn't see them. I helped them recognize they also wanted to refer those people out so they could get healthy and stay healthy too. But you get to practice however you want. So step one of our three steps, clarify who your niche markets are. Step two, understand the three pillars of marketing. The three pillars of marketing go like this. One, who is my niche market that I'm marketing to? We just talked about that. Number two, what is the sticky message that would interest them? Is three. Three is how do I get the message in front of them? So let's assume that mustache hair. I just trimmed my mustache and I got a mustache hair. Let's assume we were working with athletes. So what would be a great sticky message for athletes? In essence, if I was in front of a bunch of athletes and I could say something to them to perk their interest and get their attention, what could I say? Could I say, get pregnant? No. Would I, right? Like, what would I say to them? Well, for me, it would be if I could help you have more personal bests, prevent injuries, and recover faster when you do injure yourself, would you be interested? Yeah, they're really, really interested. If I could help you get back on the field and stay on the field, would you be interested? Yes. Now, I then get to help them understand the concept of get healthy, stay healthy, resolve problem, friends and family. But that would be the sticky message that would get them into my funnel. If I was talking to pregnant women and I said personal best, prevent injuries, recover faster. No, not at all. That doesn't interest them. For them, it would be, I want to be able to get pregnant, or I am pregnant and I want to have a wonderful, pain-free pregnancy. I want to have a very wonderful, healthy birth that goes well and I get a healthy child from it. And in try four, I want to get back into fighting shape. I want to get back into shape as soon as possible. So if you could tell them, if I could help you do those things, would you be interested? That would pique their interest. They would perk up. They'd be very interested. And that would bring them into your funnel. Now, remember, I can work with as many niche markets as I want, but when it comes to target marketing, I'm specifically marketing to them separately. Again, unless it's pregnant athletes, then that would be a very specific third one. Okay. And then the last thing when it comes to the three pillars of marketing is how do I get my message in front of the right people? Well, there are four things we can do. Number one, internal marketing, referrals, things up on walls, series of talks, all kinds of different things that we can do. External marketing, radio, TV, most don't do, some do. Outside talks, big things that you can do, lunch and learns, that kind of thing. Number three, reactivations. Now I know that's internal. I like to break it out because people forget about those. But what are we doing for reactivations? And then number four, the wild, wild west of social media. There's all kinds of things that we can do to get them into funnels, drive them to landing pages, et cetera, for social media. So I just want to touch on third piece, funnels. So there's a whole world of this advertising, you know, Google pay-per-click or Facebook pay-per-click or being part of a, having a Facebook group that people are joining, et cetera. But that's all about getting them into your funnel. And there's a ton to this, way more than I'm going to talk about right here. But there's a ton to that where they end up in a landing page. And the landing page, we might do an ethical bribe where they give you this, their email, and in return, you're going to give them something. But it gets into the funnel. Then they're going to get a series of emails or an take action right now, give us a call or whatever it is. So there's a ton of things that we can do as far as that goes. The one that I want to talk about that right now is my favorite, way more favorite than social media, is series of talks. So for my coaching clients, one of the things that I love to get them to do is you get your patients to come to your new patients, come to your healthcare talk before they come to visit one. Now, I get it. I get it. People, oh, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. If you're running an acute crisis care practice, you can't do that. If you're running, I get you healthy and stay healthy kind of practice, I have people that are waitlisted for anywhere from 3 weeks to several months. I have one doctor that I coach a year and 9 months. She's a year and 9 months waitlisted before you can come in as a new patient. So like, don't tell me that you can't do it. You just have to run a different kind of practice. Again, think in the medical world. They've got these go in for $99 urgent care centers. But if you want to go see a right thumb specialist, it might be months before you can get in to see that person, right? So it just depends on who you want to be. So in my world, I love getting people to my talk first. They understand what I do and what I don't do. We're very clear about that. They understand that we're going to talk about helping them get healthy and stay healthy, not just get out of pain, -10, 0, +10, not just getting out of pain, but actually resolving your problems, getting healthy, and staying healthy for a lifetime. By the way, if you want access to this, let me know. I can get you in the club for a free month, and you can have this and a ton of other stuff that I have in there. And come and go as you like in there. Anyhow, I know that if I can get them to the talk first, I can help them understand what it is we really do. I can show them a smaller case and how much it costs, a medium case and how much it costs, a larger case and how much it costs. So when people ask me, how long do you think it would take and how much will it would cost? Are you closer to George? Are you closer to Betsy? Or are you closer to Sally? It depends on how serious what's going on with you is depending upon how long it most likely will take to help you get healthy and stay healthy for a lifetime. And again, by that time, you can have people and be very clear that these are the people that want to come and see me. If you're looking to just get out of pain, I'm the wrong guy. I'm not suggesting you do that. Some people I coach like to do that. Some people don't. I don't care. I just want you to be happy. Okay, so series of talks. The first talk, I love getting people to the talk first. And then there's your series of talks. Eat better, exercise, deal with stress. You know, any of those kinds of talks keep people coming in, bringing in friends and family. I understand. I hear this all the time. People won't come to talks in my area. My professional response to that is, it's nonsense. It's simply not true. I get it post COVID. I get it. I get it. I get it. My most successful doctors doing talks, getting people to them. There are ways you can do that, right? To make people recognize and want to come to your talk, etc. But trust me, you can also do on whatever turns you on. What turns me on? Quantum healing. That's what turns me on. I used to have once or twice a year quantum healing talk, what I called an advanced talk. People would bring their friends. You know, I had a pretty large practice. I'd have around 175 people at those. And again, people talk about, well, you can't, people won't stay for more than 20 or 30 minutes. Nonsense, just nonsense. My talks were always an hour to an hour and a half. They got to be good. They have to be entertaining, right? They have to work. When I did my advanced talks, those were from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. the talk, and then we would adjust people from 10 p.m. till 2 in the morning, right? So I'm just telling you, this can be done. It really can. Obviously, you got to tell people how long it is. Um, and then if you don't want to do the talks, you don't want to do the talk on nutrition, build relationships with other tribe leaders. They bring everyone they know, you bring everyone you know, you introduce it, they do their part, you close it, special opportunity to see both. You can cross-pollinate. There's all kinds of wonderful things that you can do together. Now, people ask me all the time, I really don't want to commit that kind of time. Can I just do videos? Yes, you can. You can. But ask yourself, would you rather see your favorite band on TV or live? Okay, that's the difference between you doing a live talk if you're good, and if not, get good at it, or you putting up videos. Now, can you do reels? Can you do those into funnels? Absolutely. I've got a whole video thing we do where people get before they schedule on your online schedule, you're really clear. Hey, I'm Dr. Russ Rosen. Good to see you. This very well may not be for you. Like I tell them right off the bat, this may not be for you. If you're looking for a quick fix, if you're looking for this, if you have a hangnail, I'm probably the wrong guy. People come and see me where they've tried everything and nothing else has worked. If you're interested, go to the next page, right? And again, that's just one idea. So just wanted to share this with you. I got to jump on a call in just a minute here. The three ways to do it: clarify who your niche markets are, figure out, understand the three pillars, which is who is my niche markets, what would be the sticky message, and how do I get that message in front of them? And then really take a look at your funnels, how you're going to utilize your funnels. And again, in my world, I just can't recommend enough that you do talks. So if you found that valuable, please comment below. If you have any other things you would add to that, I love learning. Please comment below. If you would like access to our club, just put club, and I'll go ahead and we do 3 calls, live calls a month. We're having conversations. I lecture on a particular subject. This last week was the doctor's consult. Next week is the examination. Next week is the report of findings. We go into marketing. We go into a series of talks. We go into really every aspect of growing a practice. So if you're interested, put club below and I will get you a free month in there. I hope you found value. If you did, please let me know. Please share this with other folks. As always, much love and aloha. Bye, gang.